Alrighty guys, I'm Casey and welcome to a brand new Minecraft update video. We are looking at Snapshot 20W16A and this snapshot builds on the last snapshot added. If you missed the last update, I'll leave a link in the iCards up above so you can go and see that. But this builds on what the last one added, and the last one added Blackstone among a ton of other things. But this one has added to us a brand new structure. We now have the Bastion Remnants, and these things are rather sizable. I wouldn't say that they're too big. This is just a wing of one, but they do stretch out massively in other biomes. If we were to go down here, you can actually see this extends outwards to include all of this. Now, according to the page, Pigmen and hobgoblins will become hostile when we step in here in survival. And also you can find chests, gold blocks, and all sorts around here. If you look over here, there is a chest. And this shows us that we can actually get gilded blackstone now. This was an otherwise unobtainable block in Minecraft. We could only get it in creative when it was added in the last snapshot. This is also where you are able to find the Piglin banner that was added in the last snapshot. Now we can find it in chests in here as well as in the structure themselves. Now, as for this structure, you can find this in almost any Nether biome. This is not exclusive to just the basalt deltas. In fact, you can find it in all but the ash towers in the basalt deltas. That's the only place that you can't find it, the ash dusted towers of basalt deltas. So go ahead, explore, have a look around, see what you can find. These things are really cool. I'm not going to show you around it entirely because I think you might want to do it yourself. If you don't know how to install snapshots, there's a video on my channel that tells you how to get Minecraft, and in that video I show you how you too can play in snapshots. So don't be afraid if you want to go and figure that out to have a look. But it does look like we've got some corridors here that we can sort of snake through and work through. And yeah, I mean, there's a chest hidden here. Oh, we got a brand new music disc. Okay, awesome. Now I do know that this is a track added, so we will put this on in the overworld in just a moment. But I want to tell you a couple more things about these structures real quickly. And one is, if you enter this structure, the mobs inside will become hostile towards you. And there are 4 separate types of this structure. You have the bridge, the hobgoblin stable, the housing unit, and the treasure room. So you could go around here and try to find all of those if you like. This is brilliant. But if, like me, you just want to have a look around this, you don't want to spend too much time going and finding one of these in your survival world, you just have a look around it in creative, there's an easy way to find it. All we've got to do is type in /locate space Bastion Remnants and press enter, and it's gonna bring us up with the coordinates. We just click this to enter it into here, we press enter, and we are here. And then you can go around and have a look at this until your heart is content. This structure is pretty cool. Now this isn't the end of this, because this does add a couple of new things. And the first thing that I want to showcase to you is this chain. And I've chosen to do this in the Nether because I just think it fits more. You can see that we've now got a chain block. Now, I couldn't find a way to craft this. I did try a couple of obvious recipes and it didn't seem to work. And I also checked the recipe book and couldn't find one either. So maybe there is one and I just haven't seen it. But now we've got chain blocks in Minecraft. This is going to be so cool. I could see these used in a lot of castle builds. And castle is kind of generic in Minecraft. It's done all the time. And I think this is a great way forward. But it also blends with this blackstone really cool. So it's nice to see some new features coming that aren't just going to be helpful in the Nether. They're actually going to be helpful in a lot of worlds. Now, one thing to note before I leave this Nether is I tried to find one of these in my old world. The one where I showcased the updates in the last update video. And when I went into the Nether and I typed in that locate command, it just crashed my game. My game completely froze and I couldn't do anything. I had to go into Task Manager and close it down. So just be warned, when doing this in a world that you've already loaded up, you could face that issue. I'm in a new world to try and solve it. Now, if we hop on over into the overworld, I can show you a couple of other changes. So when we're in the overworld, there are some new structures that can spawn. And this is it right here. These are Remanent portals, or ruined portals. What used to be portals, but are now just remnants of their former self. And this is actually rather interesting. But you also get a chest here, and this chest doesn't have too bad of stuff in it. Particularly, you get a Silk Touch golden pickaxe. Now I imagine that this loot table will be different depending on which portal you find. It won't be the exact same. And most of these have pretty bad enchants on them. But even if they are gold, I mean it makes sense to be gold. But still, a Silk Touch pickaxe, even just this early in the game, can be useful. So the last thing to check out is this music disc. I'm going to check that my settings are all the way up. So that's the new music. We can find that in the Bastion Remnants as we did. And it's a rather interesting track. Now, there are a few other changes in this update. So most of the rest of the changes are simply bug fixes and just a couple of new things. They've introduced something to monitor the ticks in-game, which is the GMX monitoring. I'm sure it's going to be useful for some technical players. They've also changed the way that jigsaw block structures work and increased the size of structure blocks. So there are a couple of additional changes. But yeah, so in comparison to the last snapshot, this is a relatively simple one, but a welcomed one nonetheless. I think the thing I'm most excited about is this chain block. It's just going to give me so many cool ideas for building. I can't wait. I'm curious to see what the recipe will be. Blackstone, iron, I imagine iron. And another thing I'm curious about is if indeed we can start to use this to craft ourselves chain link armor. Possibly, because right now the only way to get that is to slay mobs. So that'd be interesting if that's a possibility. Hey there, creeper. So I think I'm going to call it for this episode, guys. If you're excited for this new snapshot and you like the new things, go ahead and leave the video a like. And also click that subscribe button if you want to see future updates. Or if you're new to Minecraft, I do have a Minecraft tutorial series going on, so you can check that out if you want. Or else you could check out my survival world where we're playing through survival and we'll be coming into the Nether. Because soon we're going to be building an Orc Kingdom using all of the Nether blocks as soon as 1.16 releases. So guys, do check all those out. Leave the video a like. Click subscribe if you want to see more. Guys, I'm Casey. I want to thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Bye bye.